Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready With Me, Louise. I am so excited, okay? Because I got the new Colourpop One and Done palette. And blushes and stuff. I got most of it, but not all of the collection. But let's go through it real quick. I got these two, the Soul Body Dry Oil one. This one is Hop On, and this one is Giddy Up. I got the Giddy Up one right now. You can kind of see that, like, my forearm is shiny. I rubbed it in. I put it, like, right through here and here just to see what it's all about. I don't necessarily think those are products that are for me. But I think if you're a teenager or something, I think they'd be great. And, you know, if you want to rub that on, it does rub in nicely. It does have glitter, both of them. This one here, for sure, it separates. So you have to shake it up. And it sounds a lot thinner. This one was a little bit thicker, but still, it definitely has glitter in it. So keep that in mind. The other things I got were, I got two of the Fresh Kiss. Wow. Anyway, I got two shades of that. I got it in Saloon and Hook. Why do they gotta make this stuff so tiny? I'll never know. So this one here was Saloon. Looks like that. And this one here is Hook. And this is actually the one I've got on my lips, which surprised me because I did not think this would be the color that it came out by looking at this, but it's pink. I will give you that. Now, the next things I got were the bronzer, and I got two blushes. So this is one blush. This one is called Burn Card. It's a bright one. It's bright. I haven't tried this one yet, so I'm curious on it. I think it's probably going to be too much for me to handle, but that's just my opinion. This one here I used as a bronzer, and it's called Bankroll. Obviously, I used it as a bronzer. And I'm wearing it today. But this, y'all, this one here, Prairie Air. I believe that this could almost be a dupe for that Dior that sells out all the time, that blush that everybody talked about. I have it. I have it both in the pink and the peach. But this here, it applied just like that went on my skin. So, price difference wise, it's huge. I don't know if it's necessarily a dupe, because a dupe to me is the exact same thing, except a different name, pretty much. You know what I mean? So it'd be the exact same as Dior, except it's Colourpop. So the formulas aren't going to be the same. So there is a difference there. But just color-wise, I think that it's pretty good match, to be honest with you. But I also think of dupe. Yes, it's cheaper and stuff. You want to look at, that's definitely, part of it. But, and I like dupes and all, but it's the experience too. You know what I mean? Like when you want to feel fancy, or you want to feel, I don't know, classy, I don't know. Like you want to break out your Dior stuff, or you want to break out your Tom Ford or your Charlotte Tilbury stuff, or your Chanel. Like there's a feeling, some sort of feeling behind it. I don't know. And it just makes you feel good, or like you're special, or more special even. I don't know. It's just a feeling you get. But as far as like color wise, like I said, I do think it's a dupe. So then for the final thing I purchased, it's the palette. And let me tell you, if there's ever a palette, this would be it for me. It's pinks. Is this anything special? Nope. Has it been done many times? Yes, it has. But the overall theme of this collection, and the color story, it just got me. It got me. Where I live, it is very, it's not really Western, because when I think of this, I think of Texas and stuff, you know, New Mexico, stuff like that. So I don't know. I guess really where I'm from, it's more hickish, more like camouflage and stuff like that, farming and stuff. But I don't know, something about this just really, you know, pink probably is why, but still, yeah, I purchased it all. So, as I stated, I do have that blush on. I do have that bronzer on. I did try that pink oil. I don't know necessarily if you can see it. You can definitely see like it's glowy, you know what I mean? And this is the eyeshadow look we're going to do today. But I also used Loverboy for my waterline by Colourpop. Thought it was fitting to go with this look. So let's go ahead and get started. The first shade I'm going to get into is Spur Thing. Now there is Kick Up on this, which doesn't bother me none, but thought I'd tell you. I've said in previous videos that like I'm going through my collection and stuff, and I really shouldn't be purchasing anything. But you can see, look at that, it's such a pretty pink. But I've been kind of going through my collection and seeing what I like, or like what my tastes are, you know, and have they changed, and can I let go of some of this stuff, because obviously I have way too much of it. I'm never going to use it all. But then some stuff, you know, there is sentimental value behind it, as silly as that sounds. So I'm really like going through it and seeing and stuff, and I enjoyed, you know, going through my palette graph. I still have to do the ranking, I know. It's so hard. But, and then I am going to go ahead and continue on with the 4 pans of Pat McGrath. You know, and then if new stuff comes in, I'll do that, obviously. But, what I was saying is that I've been going through my brushes, everything, and I've kind of like, ooh, there's a gnat. I'm kind of like figuring out like what shape brushes I like and stuff, because I have really hooded eyes. And not just that, like they're wrinkly and they're getting old. Finally, I'm accepting it. I know they say you're as young as you feel, but I think I'm starting to even feel old half the time. But I'm going through them and sort of packing them up. The ones that I'm not using, I don't think I'll get rid of my brushes, because like at some point I feel like brushes are going to fall apart. I guess, I don't know. I mean, how long do brushes really last? I've heard of people saying, you know, oh, my brushes, I've got my MAC brushes for like 10, 15 years and stuff. And I'm like, dang. But, you know, I don't know personally, you know, how long they last. I've never had, oh yeah, I have. I was going to say, I've never had a brush fall apart. I actually had, it was a It Cosmetic foundation brush. And what happened was the stuff came out of the ferrule. Now, could it be from me washing it a certain way? Maybe. I don't know. But that's the only brush I've had something happen to. Alright. So now that I got that color on and blended in pretty nicely. Yeah, looks good. Somewhat. We'll go with it anyway. Let's go into the shade High Roller. And I'm just going to put that along the lower lash line. But I'm trying to put a set of brushes together that really work with my eye shape, no matter what the brand. Because I'm curious. Because like makeup, you know, not everything in the brand does somebody like, you know what I mean? It's not going to be their favorite. So I've been going through my brushes and kind of doing the same thing. Like, oh, this is my favorite for this, or this is my, you know what I mean? And I've been kind of having fun just playing with the tools. That I've had. Because I forgot I even had them. Like this brush here, it's an It Cosmetics smudger, and it says Slay Girl Slay. It was part of a collection. The other two brushes are okay too, but this one, I really like this brush for under my eye. Now this brush is nothing special, obviously, you know, but there's something special about it because it really works under my eye. I don't know why. Okay, I'm going to go back into that first shade Spur Things, and I'm going to run it underneath of this to sort of help blend it out. And maybe tone it down just a little bit. Then I'm going to go into the shade The West. And we're going to start to build up this outer corner. But yeah, this palette is like my color story. But again, any palette that's got pink, like, love it. I don't think I've met a pink palette that I don't like, to be fair. Like, I don't know what it is about pink palettes, but, like, I just really like them. Which is weird because, like, I'm not really a color person. I mean, I like color, but I'm not, I feel, how do I explain it? I don't feel confident. Yeah, there's the word. I don't feel confident sometimes wearing colorful looks because I feel like, oh, people are going to stare at me, which is fine. They're going to anyway, right? Or, like, I don't feel like I'm pulling it off or the look's wearing me type of thing. Like, there's just something about it that I don't pull off right, I feel, when I do really colorful looks. But pink, for whatever the reason, I don't care. It's like, I don't care. Let people stare. Pink's my color, you know? It's so weird, and I don't think pink looks all that great on me, but there's just something about it that I really, really like. I don't know what it is, though. But, like, I totally enjoy it. Now, granted, this is a neutral. You can go neutral with this palette, too. Which is always fine. It's a bonus. It means I'll grab it more than most palettes. But, like, I don't really care about that. Like, that's not why I want the palette, you know? For the neutrals. Because I think we all have plenty of neutrals. We're not lacking in that department. You know what I mean? Going to go back into Spur Thing. And I really like this brush here. Like, for my first shade, when I'm applying my eyeshadows, like, this is my first brush that I grabbed for. I don't know why. But I've really been enjoying, like, this particular brush to do that with. It's a Sephora brush. Came in a set. Now, why would you put the same color writing? I can't read that on this brush as the brush. I think they do it to drive me insane. Oh, there is a gnat. It's got to go. I'm trying to make sure I'm getting both sides the same. I think I am. I think I am. I think I am. But I don't know. That's the only thing I never can do when I do one eye at a time, you know? Plus, both my eyes are so different. It's hard to even match them up, to be honest with you. I try, though. I just don't think I succeed sometimes. Alright. I think we are good. As we're going to be anyway. Okay. So now I'm going to go into the shade You Bet. And I'm going to put that on the lid. I'm going to pat it on. And I didn't wet it. And in all honesty, I laid this down on the other side like this. And then I did go back and spray my brush and add a little more. Just to see if, you know, it made a difference or anything. And I really don't think it did, to be honest. This shade is so metallic to begin with. I don't really think it matters if you spray it or not. But look at that. Like, it is just so pretty. So pretty. So then I'm going to go into the shade Cowgirl. Now this one, I'll apply it first so you can see. But I feel like I do have to spray the shade because I don't think it does as good as if it is sprayed. But I'm going to apply it like this first, just so you see what it looks like not sprayed. Okay. So you can see it, you know what I mean? But it's not like metallic, I guess, looking. I guess maybe on what you're seeing is kind of the same. But, like, looking at it on, like, right to my face, like, it's not the same as if you wet it. Because it just goes on, like, so metallic. Like liquid gold almost. Is what it looks like, to be honest. Okay. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. Alright, so then, just to play, you really can't tell. I did go into these boots, which is this hot pink. And I was going to line my top lash line with it. And I did some of my top lash line. Just to see if you could see it. But in all honesty, you really couldn't even tell I did it against this color that's on my lid. But I'm going to do it again, even though I don't think it does anything. Just because in case it did do a little something, something, I want both eyes to be the same, you know what I mean? Okay. Alrighty. So then that is all I did using the palette. Alright, so that's all I did using the palette. Then I put my Gucci mascara on. We're going to have to get this mirror closer or I'll have it all over my face. I put the Gucci on my top lashes. This kind of makes me want to put on a pair of cowboy boots. And like a blue jean skirt or something. I'd say a pair of pants, but it's kind of warm. Well, we knew I was going to mess up somewhere, I suppose, with the mascara. It was just inevitable. But I do like the way this Gucci mascara does my lashes. I don't really know what it is about it, but like, I think I like the way it combs through them. I don't know. But it lengthens them also, so. I don't know. There's just something about it. I like it. Again, it could be the name, but I don't think that's the case with that. I think it is a good mascara. And then I'm going to use my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash for my bottom lashes. And I feel like if you had falsies, like, that would make the look go even better if you were good at doing that. But I was kind of surprised that this collection launched. And the influencers that I watch, I really didn't see any of them reviewing this collection for some reason. And I watch people that do colorful looks, you know. I mean, I watch people that do neutral looks too, but mostly colorful because that's like something I don't really do, but I kind of want to get into, but I want to feel comfortable in it, you know. So I was watching people and nobody was really reviewing this palette for some reason. I don't know why, but they weren't. And it kind of shocked me because, like, I think this palette is so pretty. But I do understand a lot of people don't wear pink because it makes them look like they got pink eye or something. So if that's the case, then I guess I get it. But I think you can do it without that happening. You can make a look. I do. But I'm not a makeup artist, so I can't, you know, for sure say anything. But anywho, that's all I got for you today using the new Colourpop One and Done collection. I really enjoyed this palette. I actually like the blush too, I think, or the bronzer one, the bankroll. I think that it says pressed powdered blush, but to me, that's a bronzer. You could use it as a blush though, I suppose. And the Perrier, love that. This here is going to be my new blush. I kind of think I maybe ought to order another one, because I feel like once people find out that this is a dupe for the Dior, or close, that it's going to sell out. And then this one here I haven't tried yet, the Born Card, the really dark one. But all in all, again, let me show you the palette. Like, there's a couple other looks I really want to do using this palette, and I can't wait to use it. Because, like, this shade here, it kind of looks like it shifts. So it's really pretty, I think. And then, of course, this pink here, I want to try it. Like, I did try to line with it. It didn't do much. But I would like to try to use that on the lid or something. And then, of course, you could just do a neutral look. I mean, you could go so many different ways. And, of course, they got this color here that could darken any of these shades. So, and like the Cowgirl, like it goes on, it looks white in the pan, but it's really like a very, like, yellow, white gold type of thing. Kind of like white gold, yeah. I mean, that's what it kind of reminds me of. So, but, and then this shade is like a bronze, and that's High Horse. So, oh, let me show you Coattails too. Here's that one that's like a shifty shade, see? It's like green to gold. And it almost looks like there's a red or a pink in it, like in the background of it. Because when I'm looking at it like this, it looks like a very light pink, but then it's like a green gold. I don't know. That's just really shifty and pretty. And then this is the shade I had on my lid, which I just adore. And then this is the other shade that I want to play with, that I just didn't get time to. So those, and then that white shade that's like a white gold. Those are your four like metallic colors. And then the rest of them are just, you know, mattes. But I mean, I think with these shades, like, you can do so many different looks. And yes, some would be pink, obviously, but you don't have to take it pink if you didn't want to. So I think I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I purchased it. Let me know if you purchased it, or if you were thinking about it on the fence. Like, let me know, because I'm curious, because I just haven't heard many people talking about it. And again, I don't watch that many people, you know. I watch a handful of influencers. So, but that's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I do upload. I upload regularly. And until then, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.